out there in Radio Land. Welcome to the soft sound of my voice. My voice will guide you through this long period of time.
And that's the truth.
Between pay-per-views.
Yeah.
That's right. We're only 6 weeks away.
Well, now it's like
4 weeks away
I don't
from
even know.
Money in the Bank.
Probably 5.5, give or take.
5.5 weeks away.
Double or nothing.
Before we can get to the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, this isn't golf here. Let's get some excitement.
We have the Superstar Shakeup.
Yeah, we got a lot of beef.
Welcome, everybody, to the show. Shoot Brothers, Shoot Sisters out there. My name's Cameron Osborne. This is Shoot Brothers Podcast you're listening to. It is the only wrestling podcast that you can find out there.
Yeah.
And it's the only podcast co-hosted with another man named Mike Shepard. Mike Shepard's also here. Hello.
Mike the Shoot Shepherd, yes.
Oh, Mike the Shoot Shepherd. I like that.
I just made it up.
I like that.
Yeah, here we are.
Here
we're not going anywhere.
We're
not getting traded to any other podcast. We are staying here on the Shoot Brothers podcast.
Right. I know there was some concern out there in podcast.
Yeah, no, I heard Edge and Christian, they were looking for a swap and things like that. But not today, brother.
Not today, brother. We're staying on brands right now.
Oh, yeah. We're like the NXT of the podcast world, you know, where we're building our name. We're all about the talent.
we're all about the talent of the show over the what? The
spectacle.
What's going to set us apart, Mike? That's what it is. Folks, we have a real exciting show this week because this week we went through. Now, it's not a draft. It never once is it called a draft.
And there's not really any rules at all. Like, people just show up on the show, like, okay, now you're on this show.
I think again, and listeners of the show, you'll agree, this is Fit Finley's second biggest night of the year. The Rumble is the first, and now this one next. So we have the Superstar Shakeup that kicked off this week of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
From
From
Montreal. The constantly hostile Montreal crowd. it wasn't crazy. Like, the difference in this crowd between Monday and Tuesday was insane.
Same arena. But, we'll get to
same place. I bet a lot of the same people. But that the opening to SmackDown, that Kevin Owens segment, like, you could hear a pin drop whenever he's talking. It was wild.
They love him.
Of course they love him. But we kick off with some boos when Stephanie McMahon,
unloved.
When Stephanie McMahon comes out, she's gonna get booed anywhere.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't really matter. She comes out.
Brother Shane comes out as well.
Yeah, Shane comes out also. I guess they're still in charge. Is that?
Yeah, they're not really. I don't know. Shane bullies the Raw announcer.
So Shane also comes out and tries he's trying to say "best in the world" in French, which is meilleur au monde. Mm-hmm. But without rolling that R and really kind of like opening up the vowel sounds, because he kept saying it and no one reacted at all because I don't think anyone could hear him.
Well, his excuse was he speaks proper French, not that dirty dialect they speak in Montreal.
Which is a good point. Which is also a fair point.
Yeah.
So he comes out. Yeah, we're just preambling because the Superstar Shakeup is happening. This is Raw. We have 3 hours to kill. So let's just get it right going. The Miz's music kicks on, of
course. Anytime we see Shane, he had to get one more picture of the Mr. Miz up there.
Oh yeah,
call him a Muppet.
The Muppet.
Yeah, but then as you said,
Miz's music comes in. When all the attention moves to the rampway, but he's not coming from the rampway. He's coming up at ringside with a chair.
Yeah, veteran move.
Or did he come in with the chair? I think he may have just come in. I think
he came in. He fought him for a bit. Shane fights back, and then that's when he grabbed the chair and sent him running. And Miz was bleeding from the head because Shane is so fucking stiff with those punches.
I should have. Now that you mentioned that, I told myself I was going to go back and try to see where that spot happened.
Shane's so stiff. Even though his punches look shitty, he just pop, 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 pop. He just like machine gun. Pop, pop, pop. But yeah, Miz beats him up. Crowd cheers for Miz. He looked pretty badass holding the chair and bleeding. He was It was babyface. Babyface Miz continues.
Babyface Miz moved to Raw. Like we're one for one right off the bat. So the Miz is moving over away from Shane McMahon. Although get one last shot at him.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I don't know.
Miz to Raw. Miz hasn't been on Raw since those great IC. He had a couple great IC title runs, probably about a year and a bit ago, maybe even 2 years.
Yeah,
he's been a staple for the Blue Brand for a long time. It's exciting to see him back in fresh waters.
Exactly. Yeah. Fresh baby face. Like next to Seth Rollins, he could be one of the top baby faces for now, I guess, on Raw.
Well, let's see where the shakeup leads us.
Yeah, but first we got a nice tag match here. Well, first,
okay.
Yeah. So for a split second, I was wondering because Ricochet came out. I'm like, oh, is it just gonna be Ricochet? But then Black came after. I'm like, okay.
So they both made it. So I think so. The rules are if you. And I don't think
there are no rules. They can split up teams if they want. They can pick them as a team. They can do whatever.
But from what I gathered from this shakeup in particular, how it works is if you show up on the other show, you're on that show now. Like there was a couple people who played double duties who ended up moving like to SmackDown. Later, but I'm looking down this list. I had to fucking write down this list too. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I think these are the loosely based rules. Remember, Mike. I'm always thinking for that guy or girl, a little shoot sister in the making who's turning on, the Score or whatever channel it's on the Score. Every Monday, and she's just trying to learn what the rules are. That's why I'm here.
Good luck to that little girl.
That's why I'm here. So we get a tag match. Mike, you walk us through the tag match, and then we'll maybe, right. Or I don't know. I can get
before we even get to the match. We got to get to the worst part of the week right here.
Well, I was gonna say I don't even need to talk about the match. I can just I'm down to.
The match was overshadowed by the unfortunate. So we got Ricochet and Aleister Black teaming up with Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins versus the Revival. And who is this? So. It's supposed to be the War Raiders. They come out, they're doing their war chant, but that's not what the fucking screen says. They come out
doing war, but the fucking Viking experience.
That's just terrible.
This? First of all, so they're still currently the NXT tag champs.
Yeah.
And they didn't come out wearing the belts, so I thought that was a little bit odd.
So it's like this seems like more of a showcase than a call up. Like, I don't know. They're not
Ivar and Eric.
Yeah, so they changed I guess was that their first name before, and then they
were Hansen and Rowe.
Yeah, so was it like Eric Hansen or something? Or
you're right. So before they were last names, and now they're the first names.
Either way, it's so stupid. That name is terrible. I haven't seen anyone that like the Viking anything.
Like, what do you think it is? Do you think it's a?
That's Vince McMahon 100%.
Oh, this is a Vince McMahon rule.
Like there might have been an issue.
Vince McMahon thing. Just they look like Vikings. It's an experience.
There might also be some like they can't outright own the name War Raiders, so they want something they can fully trademark. And
that is possible. I was thinking about just the word war. If that was a word that
fuck off.
They just
there's War Games. What about War Games?
Well, again, that's NXT though. We haven't moved War Games up to main roster.
I know, but
other than that, that's the only reason I can think. Like,
there's no good reason. There's no real good reason.
So in Ring of Honor and New Japan, this team was known as War Machine.
Yeah, that I can kind of get.
Right, and then so War Machine to War Raiders. Okay, and then just Viking Experience, and for them to not walk out with Sarah Logan alongside them is the worst fucking part. It's like Vince knows what a Viking looks like, but doesn't know enough people on the roster to know that he already has them.
Yeah, so
there are no women Vikings. They didn't exist.
Yeah,
they made the
old
beds.
Man. That's all I think. Old man Vince McMahon retarded decision. War Raiders was a perfectly good name, and they were over.
And what's happening on NXT right now?
They changed. So on the NXT website, they're now the Viking Experience as well. So like the whole.
This is how it was supposed to happen.
Yeah, so that's dumb. But there was a match. Chants for NXT. They were calling. People were chanting war. So like, what are they gonna chant now? I'm like, I don't know this fucking thing.
Fight
Shit's-
King experience. Fight King experience. Fight.
I'm not
King,
gonna. But anyway, the War
experience.
Raiders. I'll still call them the War Raiders. They hit the Fallout. On Zack Ryder got the pin for their team. So yeah, fuck the Vikings.
Okay, there we go. That was cool. Next up, I think it was actually Finn Balor who came out.
Yeah, there was a quick. I don't even know what it was, but Cedric Alexander's coming to Raw, so that was that. They just kind of showed. I forget if it was a graphic or I don't know something, but
I missed that?
so he's been.
Okay, I missed that one.
He's been upgraded. He'll get the Mustafa Ali treatment on Raw, I guess, bumping up from cruiserweight to the main roster. So,
Yeah, that's cool.
See how you do,
I
Ceddy.
mean, that has to happen. That has to happen at one point, right?
Yeah. But then, we got the Finn Balor.
Yeah, so
coming out.
So Finn Balor walks out all like, "Hey, Montreal!"
Yeah,
and
with
they
his
like
blue
him.
and white Maple Leafs gear on.
Yep.
and white
They like
Maple
they
Leafs
like
gear
Finn Balor.
on.
It's like cool. Way to go, guys.
Yeah.
Then without notice, that music hits. Andrade's here.
Yeah, so him and Zelina Vega. Yeah, they're officially on Raw. Zelina Vega cuts a little promo to introduce themselves, and during the match, Vega causes a distraction, but Finn jumps over top of her to hit the little flipping senton he loves to do onto the floor.
He
and
loves
then he throws Andrade back in the ring. The ref goes to check on him, but then this leaves Zelina Vega open for more cheating. She hits a Hurricane Rana on Finn. So Andrade brings Finn in, hits the Hammerlock DDT for the win.
Hammerlock DDT for the win. He cut. What was the deal with him cutting that Spanish promo after saying, "I know your language"?
I don't know.
Catch that? Okay.
I guess you did,
Well, no.
yeah.
I wish I could hear. I wish I. We should. Do you think someone translated that online?
I know someone translated the Kevin Owens stuff. I saw what he's saying, but
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure someone out there.
Is he dropping some dirty words?
No, Kevin Owens was just like, "Hey, it's great to be in Montreal. This is my WrestleMania." Basically.
Oh, okay. It
Yeah.
wasn't
He was
like
just kidding.
fuck this.
It wasn't like, "Hey, fuck yeah, you dirty
Okay, cool. As long as there
filthy
was no dirt.
French
Okay.
bagel eating, French toast making,
You
greasy
French fried French toast
poutine loving gravy
poutine
drinkers,
loving gravy
cheese
drinkers,
curd." Yeah. Anyway.
cheese curds in your smoked meat sandwich.
But up next we had our musical act, Elias. He talks about lately the legends like Undertaker and Cena interrupting him, following a fellow legend like him. So he did, he's in Montreal, so he has to diss the Montreal Canadiens for not making the playoffs. That gets a big setup
That was
boost.
good. That
Not
was
Seattle.
it was. I think the standard for him now is that that diss he had on Seattle with the Supersonics.
Yeah.
Like that's
So
that's the 10. That's the 10. And this
Yeah.
I'd
This
say
was an 8.
This got
This
to an
was
8+, I think.
8+. Yeah, this was pretty good. So Elias says he has a special song, and if anyone interrupts him, they'll never show their face again. But of course, someone has to come out. It's Mr. Rey Mysterio. He's now a part of Raw.
It's a good point because Rey Mysterio, you never see his face anyways. So
That's true. Yeah.
Take that, Elias.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that part, but there you go. I don't even know if they did, but anyways, it works. Ray runs in the ring.
Anyways, it works. It's the that should just be the theme of this whole season, at least until Money in the Bank.
Yeah, but Ray runs in. They exchange blows. Elias runs off, and then the monster Lars Sullivan comes out.
The freak. He's a freak.
The big freak. He comes out. He attacks Ray. Ray tries to fight back, but the size and strength is just too much for him. So yeah.
Yo,
there you go.
That guy's huge.
Yeah, he's we talked about him last week and
Did we?
His genetics and his skull, his Neanderthal,
his skull shape, and the no, it's for me what really sells him being like terrifying is the chin facial hair. Like that is the facial hair of the person who you kind of like you sit away from on public transit.
Yeah,
like that's really what sells it for me. Lars Sullivan is what does he have this now? What is he? The freak accident. That's the that's the body slam, and it's looking pretty strong right now. A lot of beef in this locker room. Like there's a lot of beef coming over to Monday Night Raw.
he's already cut back on the headbutt, the diving headbutt. I think.
Was that
He did
someone
it the
else's
first
thing?
week. No, I think maybe they're just like, hey, you don't have to do that every week. You're pretty big. You don't want to get hurt.
It's a good point.
But
it's a good point.
Yeah. Up next, we had Chad Gable, Bobby Roode come out. They were cutting a promo before them. Did you catch the slip up here? How they kind of spoiled the Usos before it even happened?
No, what did they say? I actually, I actually thought it was a decent promo. I don't remember what was said.
Yeah, no, there was nothing wrong with the promo. So during the promo, they were cutting for like a second. The Usos graphic popped up on the screen, like their little nameplate. So they completely just leaked the opponent.
Oh, really? A couple seconds before it actually happened?
Before they were even like showing the entrance. Like I guess the graphic guy hit the button and it just popped up saying the Usos while Gable was still talking. So. That ruined the surprise for me, but it was fine. The Usos come out.
If Fit Finley is the guy who picks the music, who's the guy who switches the video? I think that's also a super important role within WWE, and I think
say Tyson Kidd. Tyson.
Yeah, we'll track down the former superstar who is.
Yeah, but the Usos came out. The Usos got the double splash. There was a match. They beat Gable and Roode. So yeah, there you go. Usos on Raw. I like it.
Usos on Raw. There you go. You know what? And I completely forgot that they had lost the belt. And I was super confused because having just seen the War Raiders come out without their NXT belt, and then the Usos came out without, and I was just for a second. It did take me a second to remember that the Hardys are back on top on the blue brand.
Yeah.
You know what?
Right.
So we've seen two massive tag matches. It seems like this Raw tag division is like super built right now, bringing the Usos over and having possibly Ricochet, Aleister Black staying a tag, and then War Raiders alongside the Revival. Like this seems like what the SmackDown tag division has kind of been like for the last year. Like 4 or 5 solid teams that can do the work.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I'm. Don't expect Ryder and Hawkins to hold on to those belts for too long. So, bring on over all these teams. Let's get the Raw tag title picture steaming a bit.
Yeah, well, it seems like I think the Usos are gonna smack their way or super kick kick their way. Up there. So looking forward to seeing that. Next up, we have hometown hero coming hometown to be a hero.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, but the person who brings her out, Alexa Bliss, she's here for her moment of bliss. And her guest, the hometown boy, Sami Zayn.
The hometown boy, Sami Zayn. I feel like this segment, they were just, someone's backstage like, we got 7 minutes to kill. What can we do for 7 minutes? Just hearing Sami Zayn's song like over and over again. By this,
the crowd loves it.
The crowd was sick. It was actually
they were singing along. Yeah,
the entire at least and well past the duration of this show, rather. Sami Zayn's been out. We haven't talked about Sami Zayn ever. So it's a lot of fun to see him back and just his out of ring work was surely missed.
Yeah. So it was pretty funny. Him just playing the song, and then he bows, and then he does it again.
And a couple olays.
And he calls fish in the barrel, and then he speaks in French to kick it up a notch. Yeah.
Kick it up a notch, speaking French.
And then everyone goes, woo! And then finally Bliss speaks for a bit, and she just welcomes him back. Sami says he loves the city, but it's the people he can't stand.
Yep. It's always those people. Dean couldn't stand the people. Batista couldn't stand the people.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn says, can't stand the people.
This is the low point of his week. Something in the air. Something so Quebec. And then...
he did say something so Quebec. I do have to say, though.
Quebec.
At least he was being thoughtful. He could have, completely anglicized everything he said. And,
Yeah.
He played it close to the chest.
This is when the crowd started chanting for Kevin Owens. They're like, fine, we want the other French guy if you're going to be like that. So, Bliss says, it's not the people. You're the problem, Sami. So Sami says, fine, I'm leaving Montreal, going back to my home in Florida.
In Florida.
See you in hell.
He made a point to say, I live in Orlando now.
Yeah.
I'd rather live in Orlando too, Sami Zayn.
There you go. There's your heel, Sammy.
Heel Sammy. What's next for Heel Sammy? Is we're back on Raw, so a lot of fresh faces too. Is Sammy going straight to the mid card? Is he going up top?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Seth Rollins is going to need some opponents, so who knows?
Yeah, we need. The brand will always have its big guy top heels, but let's get some small guy top heels. Some small tops, some small heel tops.
Heel top. Up next, there's the ones who belong to no brand, the Iconics, as the women's tag champs. They are free to go wherever they want. So we got a little match here: Iconics versus Bayley and Naomi. So Naomi's now on Raw. Sasha's nowhere to be seen, but we've got some news about that today.
Oh my! I'm so excited for the upcoming news. But yeah, so Sasha doesn't show up, and they kind of like they do mention it, and Bayley's kind of like, yo bitch, like don't talk about Sasha.
Yeah, Corey Graves said on commentary. Corey said Sasha Banks lost her ball and quit the game. So we got some dirt on that later.
Yeah, who the heck knows? Anyways, after
Naomi hit the split leg moonsault on Billie Kay. They lose the non-title match. No thanks. But
well, what's booking if it's not 50-50? I think this team doesn't make sense. Maybe this was just a way to bring Naomi over. If Jimmy Uso is moving over, I guess Naomi's got to move over too, or Jay, whichever one it is.
Yeah, not Jimmy. Yeah, but there you go. That's that. Then we had
what's coming up next?
Poor old EC3. He comes out. He actually gets a full entrance for probably the first time since he's been called up.
He does his little comes out,
points back,
he
points at the screen,
looks over his little shoulder. That little son of a bitch.
Yeah, so
massive son of a bitch. Jesus Christ.
Unfortunately, he had to fight Braun Strowman here, so there wasn't really a match. Braun just beat the shit out of him and chokeslammed him through the stage.
Yep.
Beside the announce table. So, sorry.
I have heard on a this isn't a dirt side note. This is just a side note. I saw some videos from some house shows where Drake Maverick is coming out as EC3's manager type, or at least he's coming out, leading him, around the ring, hanging out at ringside. Those two guys, I don't know if you've seen any clips of the two of them working together with Impact Wrestling.
I have not.
Because, they've been doing this for years. Those two either as best friends or going at it, or in a manager mouthpiece kind of role. The two of them have been working together for a long, long time. If they do end up doing something this way, it would certainly be something positive. And not like peeing your pants.
Yeah.
Because that's I don't want to remember Drake Maverick by we shouldn't be remembering Drake Maverick by the guy who had to squeeze and you know what's almost more awkward about that? That was SummerSlam, right? Okay, so first of all, SummerSlam. Second of all, that same match that Enzo crashed.
Oh yeah.
And third, it's almost like if he pissed his pants, it would have been easier because you just pee. But you know that he had a tube of water that he had to hold and carefully spray. You know, he could have just pissed.
I don't know. I think it'd be kind of hard to pee your pants in front of all those people.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'd have to drink 6 beers and just hold it in.
Oh my god, yeah. No, if you were in front, could I? No, I don't think even if I was full, even if my bladder was full,
it's hard. Yeah,
I don't think I could just pee in front of.
Yeah, even those crowded You ever been to a bar where it's a trough instead of urinals, just a big trough that you all pee into?
Yeah.
Even those are a little awkward.
Yeah, you're just this is the piss trough. They have those at
some arenas.
It used to be called Ralph Wilson Stadium in Buffalo where the Bills play.
Yeah, and it's when someone really wasted falls in, they call it the Golden Bath or something.
Ew.
Poor old guy. Ew. Yeah, it happens, man. You get drunk, you fall in. Oh
man, what would be hard? No, I think peeing on somebody would arguably be harder than peeing in front of a lot of people.
That's battery at that point.
Slightly harder than just peeing in front of a lot of people. I think so. But anyways, this match pissed all over the place because what the hell's happening with EC3's future? See, I always bring it around. My segues are next level. Strowman is kind of, this is what happened to him last year, right? So we're on the build to Strowman. and then we chop him down right
around,
shortly after the Rumble.
I was gonna say, he'll do well for the summer, and then once the fall comes, that's when the fall of Braun happens.
And you know what? You really should look for, or just kind of like a best of EC3 promo work, like in TNA. He did a lot of stuff with.
Oh, he was great.
A lot of stuff with Hardys, and it's just so funny to bring someone over for. It's just like there's like an employee, and you like that employee, so you hire them, and then you don't ask them to do any of the things that like were on their resume. That's what it'd be. It'd be like you're asking your accountant to do. Teach art class or something. You're like, no, let me do the accounting. Don't worry about it. Like that's kind of my thing.
It's
I really hope that turns around.
Yeah, or like that, like someone who has all these toys, they're not playing with them, but it's like, no, you can't have that. I might use it later.
you can't have that. Is that a sibling thing? That sounds like a sibling thing. I never had that. I could use.
Well,
have
you ever had? Did you ever have a friend that was like? A friend that would like, I don't know, like maybe you could watch me play, but you can't play.
But I know what you're saying. Yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, it's not quite EC3 related, but I was trying to make a point, and then I just started having fun telling stories. But anyways, we had another
this
swap.
whole show is about having fun.
Yeah, we're having
what
fun
are you talking
here,
about,
but
Mike? That's why people are listening, because they want to hear what we have to say about the things that they want to hear said.
So, do you want to hear this? Sanity is no more. Not that
Sanity turning us in what? Sanity.
Well,
Eric Young Eric Young is coming over.
He's coming to Raw.
Someone in at Raw, which is
someone else. I forget. They didn't
arguably the better one.
He's better than Dane and Wolf and. Yeah, he's the best of the group. But I heard Wolf, or who is it? Is Wolf going back to NXT? Someone.
Okay,
I don't know. The whole band's broken up anyways at this point.
He's the taller one, and then Killian Dane's the big one. Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the fact that they're like, the whole call up for them was a joke. Like Nikki Cross hasn't been used at all, and Sanity, I don't know. So, they were fun in NXT. They were good. That War Games match was great. Like, remember how over they were back in the first War Games match? That was great. Fucking Eric Wolf bleeding like a motherfucker with his big head. Yeah.
Wait. This just clicked in my head.
I might be getting some names confused here.
No. I think all of your names are correct. This just clicked in my head. Did Nikki Cross go somewhere?
I don't think we saw her. I think she was the only one that didn't fit, because we saw Lars, we saw Lacey.
What happened to the poor young woman?
I don't know. She's been backstage watching Kofi every week on those
She's
segments.
Been cheering on Kofi. Let's go, Kofi.
Maybe she will join New Day.
Just anything, or join the thing that you were in. Rejoin that thing. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
What's up next?
Up next, we had Becky Lynch, the Man, versus Ruby Riott, the Riot.
Yep, that's as far as we go with that, Mike. This segment has you written match. All over it. Short match.
Becky wins short order. The disarmer. After the match, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan try to attack Becky, but she fends them both off and stands tall. And little did we know at the time, this was the last we would see of the Riot Squad.
They took the wrong one.
As we'll get to.
They took the wrong one. Never mind.
Yeah.
Keep going.
We'll get to that as that.
Keep going.
But anyways, after the match, Natalya comes out to congratulate Becky on her victory tonight and at Mania, and she puts over how proud she is of Becky for making history and all that. But Natty lets her know that she's coming. She's coming for that Raw Women's title.
She wants it. And she deserves it.
Becky knows, though. She's like, I knew it would be like this after. But, Natty, you helped build things up, so it would be a pleasure. But, oh, wait. Lacey Evans coming out. Woo!
Finally.
So the storyline, building off what happened last week. She comes out and she's got a microphone in her hand, so I'm fucking pumped.
Has she? I don't think she's had a microphone in her hand yet.
Not since the Royal Rumble.
Right, she came out saying something, yeah.
Yeah, but so Lacey says she admires Natty's determination, but calls her a classless has-been. And Lacey is a lady, and she knows how to get what she wants. She's officially on Raw, and what she wants is the Raw Women's Championship. So right now, we're going to get a match. Lacey versus Natalya. Winner faces Becky for the championship. So pay attention, Becky, because a lady can teach a man a thing or two. Woo!
It was a pretty good match.
I thought it was good promo.
She sat
good promo
in
from
that,
Lacey, too.
Natalya got Lacey Evans in the sharpshooter for a pretty long time.
Yeah, this was a back and forth match.
Yep.
Natty was in control there for a bit, but Lacey just hits that woman's right out of nowhere, and a pretty sweet looking jump up moonsault she did too.
Mm-hmm.
Which
she has like a bit of that like Charlotte motion to her.
Yeah, that's
She's
what Becky
long,
was
she's
calling
long,
her.
she's strong.
That's what Becky was saying on Twitter. She's like, "Oh, what do you know? Another blonde, tall woman that does moonsaults."
Great.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, a Charlotte Lacey Evans match would be sweet, right?
That'd be fun. Yeah, like
would-
character-wise, they're different. They're much different. But
We're talking in ring here.
Oh yeah, you just want to see some flips and some tits and what? Wait, what?
What? Let's say some flips. Some flips.
Yeah, I said flips. Yeah. Good debut match though. I'm happy.
This is great. I don't
She
know.
finally has a storyline. She finally has some matches and promos. Hopefully, this is what we get every week from her.
Hopefully, because remember, like we still don't know how these women's titles are even going to play out. I mean, Lacey's challenging for one. Is Becky on a show? We don't quite know that yet.
I'm leaning towards.
Division, though, you think she's going to stay on?
It's wide
Raw?
open. I'm leaning towards Becky being on Raw, but I would also like Lacey to win the Raw title here. So that kind of mixes things up because then Becky would have to go to Smack. I don't know. But either way, I'm happy that I'm getting this match. I'm happy I'm getting this program here.
Yeah, what do we
think? Two of the women I've been gushing about the past couple months.
Do we think this is a number one contender probably at Money in the Bank?
I mean, this match will happen at Money in the Bank, Becky versus Lacey. But I don't know what'll happen with the SmackDown title between now and I don't know if they'll make her do double duty.
There's a briefcase. They could do 2 years.
There's a briefcase. She could
do 2 years in a row of same night cash-ins. Give it back to Bliss. Alexa Bliss did it last year, and then James Ellsworth won it twice the year before. Let's get to this main. Let's get to this main event here, Mikey.
Okay, yeah. Right before we had another Bray Wyatt thing, dollhouse,
little doll,
rocking horse,
doll in a box,
like a female puppet. Looked like Sister Abigail. There's that. Oh,
it could have been Sister Abigail.
Okay, my order is going to be here shortly. I got a message from them. But we'll keep shooting for a couple of minutes. We'll finish up Raw.
Let's finish up Monday Night Raw. Because this was super exciting for me.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, so at first it was a mystery, right?
It was a mystery. It was good. So this was going to be Reigns and Rollins, and I'm like, and obviously Dean versus Corbin Lashley and McIntyre, which is, I think at various times, I think we've called this team like MCL
bad guys
or like we called them like the I don't know. Listeners, you can go back. We have called this particular terrible team of people. A thing before.
The terrible three.
That's good actually. It's a little TT baby.
TT. But who's the big mystery opponent though? Mystery partner. Who's coming to Raw?
Who's coming to Raw? Well, let me guess. You know what? He sold his house. He's upgrading to a mansion. The house that AJ Styles built may still be erect. But you know what was erect when his music dropped because he's on Monday Night Raw. They don't want none. AJ Styles moving on Monday Night Raw. He hasn't been on Monday Night Raw since pre-brand split.
Yeah, so like 2 years, 3 years, something like that now. It looked like he shaved his beard down a little bit.
Maybe a little cleaner cut.
A little cleaner.
Now this, this was something that we actually talked about, I think, at the Rumble. As AJ Styles is a long shot pick to win the Rumble and take on Brock, they're moving himself over to Raw. This is great. We get to see matches that we just have never seen.
No, I've been. That was one of the things we were talking about during the Rumble season. Is that AJ Styles was one of the top guys. I would say he did all he could on SmackDown. So fresh matchups on Raw. Let's see what he can do.
Fresh matchups on Raw. So right now we're getting a 3v3 tag, but there's going to be a Styles Rollins.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be big. That could
be a SummerSlam. That could be your SummerSlam.
Oh, if that is SummerSlam, I'll shit. I will shit my pants if we get to both burn it down and.
They don't want and not want none.
In the same match, I wouldn't know who to cheer for. But anyways, we're getting the heels, we're getting the faces, and god damn it, wouldn't you know it, the faces come out.
Yeah,
on top.
We get the finish that happens in every of these multiple tag match. Everyone hits their finishers in a row, and then of course the new boy AJ Styles hits Lashley with the forearm and gets the win. So there you go.
Gets the quick 1, 2, 3. It really was inevitable that I think Styles was going to make his way over here to Monday Night Raw after leading that entire show for the 3 years, the better part of 3 years now.
Yeah. And then he handed the ball off to Bryan and Kofi, and they've carried the main event since then. They've done a good job. So, yeah. Now let's build up Raw.
Let's build up Raw. Don't cut straight to Styles Rollins SummerSlam. Please save it. Please save that for us.
That. We'll have some stuff in between, like I don't know, Drew McIntyre and shit like that. Whatever. There was one other thing they announced during the program. The groundbreaking final match of The Shield and Dean Ambrose will take place this Sunday. There's a special event streaming live on the WWE Network, The Shield's last chapter.
Now, what's this? Is this like I didn't see this. Is this like a house show?
I think it's kind of like remember, what was it, a couple weeks ago, they did the halftime heat or whatever. I think it's that same type of deal. Okay. Where they're like, it's like a house show, but they happen to have this going on at the same time.
Because I have heard before of them asking or thinking about televising house shows. Like certain ones, like ones at Madison Square Garden or something.
Yeah, and just like throwing them on the network and
exclusive on the network.
Because there's they do a lot of fun stuff on house shows you don't see on TV. Like they have more fun. They joke around. They do like those goofy spots.
So is this a match that we're getting on Sunday?
Yeah, it's the Shield. It's advertised as the final chapter.
Shield
the
versus
final
who?
time, Dean Ambrose. Shield versus I don't know actually.
Christ. How am I supposed to be excited?
It's probably going to be that stupid team we just saw.
Is it going to be MCL, the Terrible Three?
Yeah, probably the Terrible Three. And
I
think they also said Finn Balor is going to be defending his Intercontinental title that night. So I don't know. I probably won't watch the matches, but this is the farewell for Dean.
Okay, whatever. They're really selling it. They're really selling it. They're really taking everyone for a ride, which I like. They're pushing shirts and a special DVD. Like it's gonna be so crazy when he comes back.
Give me the big work.
When he comes
in
back
like 5 years from now, I'm like, he worked us for 5 years.
5 years. He worked.
He showed up in AEW for 2 in between. It was all work. It was all a work.
It was all a work. That's a good time for us to take a break, I think, Mike. We're going to take a quick little break, and I think we'll be back with some trivia, see who the rest of the superstars moved over to SmackDown are, and a brand new segment, which I know Mike is very excited.
We'll get to that and more.
Okay, bye.
Let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Brother, yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Brother, yeah.
Quick puck talk, ball talk.
quick update. No, I don't think we have the format ready for our side shoot puck talk, ball talk.
Puck talk, ball talk.
And I think it has. I think that's the show. It'd be puck talk, ball talk.
Yeah, because within a week or two, you never know. We don't know how far these teams are going to go. But they're going to go all the way.
They're going all the way, baby.
Yeah.
Welcome back to so this is part 2. This is part 2 of the Shoot Brothers podcast.
Whoop, whoop. Part 2. Whoop, whoop.
Part 2. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Everyone at home knows that we like to kick off part 2 with a little bit of trivia. Trivia. Woo. Trivia. Hey, usually Mike and I test each other and don't keep score and have no idea how many of either.
Whose line is it anyways? The points mean nothing and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. Where everything means nothing, the points don't matter. And you're all going to die, and life's not important. Mike, I have a first question for you.
Let's do it.
In the spirit of the War Raiders turned Viking experience, which one of the following of these was never a name that Ricochet used? So this is Ricochet, also freshly drafted to Raw, but also had other names in his young career. Okay, so first off, we have Prince Puma.
Mm-hmm.
We have Helios, Cameron Locke, and Lee Green. Which one of those four was never one of his names?
Yeah, the first two I definitely recognize. but that's not to say that it could be another wrestler. But I do like Prince Puma and Helios. I definitely know, and I'm pretty sure that's him. So what was the last one? Green Lee.
We have Cameron Locke and Lee Green.
Lee Green. I'll go with Lee Green.
Lee Green is the correct answer.
Woo!
It was actually Leo. It was an old name of Leo Rush's.
Your man.
A little bit of my man.
Your man.
He's my man. a little bit of trivia and history,
I like it.
which is also
I like it. That's what we do. Yeah. Both of us. Whenever we do our questions, we usually have a little fun fact to go with it as well. Sometimes, which is fun. Or like the situation, like
and that's what makes
this
it
is
a
what
fun
happened,
fact,
and this is how it
so
happened,
fun.
and and there I was here, and
you were there.
Anyways, I like to. I don't always do, but some weeks I just pick a theme and I go with it. So this week the theme is McMahon's.
Ooh.
So first of all, Vince McMahon. He's not just the owner. He's won some things in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me which championships Vince McMahon has won?
I'm gonna say. Well, I know we won the Rumble. I know Vince McMahon won the Rumble in like '99 or something.
Yeah, that's a bonus, and that's the right year. So there you go.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, fuck. I don't think would he have given himself his own heavyweight belt? Yes, 100% he would have. But I'm trying to like put him there. I'm trying to book him to the main event, and I think that's where I would have a bit of difficulty. So I'm gonna say that with someone I don't know, but he won a tag belt.
He did not win a tag belt.
Fuck. What was it?
So he won 2 championships. The first one was the WWF Heavyweight Championship.
Gave himself his own belt.
So, but it wasn't. It was
what's it
let me lay it out
God.
for you. So the match was Vince McMahon versus Triple H in a no holds barred type of thing. Shane McMahon was a special guest referee.
Okay.
Bunch of interference, including the ending. Stone Cold came out. He beat the hell out of Triple H and put Vince on top to get the pin and win the title.
No shit.
Stone Cold and Triple H hated each other at that time. So Vince would go on to forfeit the title the next week without ever defending it because, he wasn't. But for 1 week or like 6 days, he was the WWF champion.
Like 6 recognized days?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Well, I don't know how. 6 real days.
That's
he
incredible.
won it on SmackDown, lasted on Raw. And then the other one, he was the ECW champion when they revived ECW after all those years. Vince pinned the then champion Bobby Lashley in a 3-on-1 handicap match. So it was Vince, Shane, and Umaga versus Bobby Lashley, and that one Vince actually held for a couple months. Yeah, but
wow.
Yeah,
really,
and then
really?
as you said, he won the Royal Rumble. So there you go. He's not just the owner. He gets in there when he does.
You gotta put yourself over.
Yeah.
If nothing else, you gotta put yourself over.
So there you go, Vinnie Mac.
Vinnie Mac, baby. Okay, I got one here for you. Mike. Okay, so this was the 13th draft / shakeup.
Yeah.
Okay, this was the 13th. The first one happened in 2002. Where my question for you is, who is the first person who was drafted in the first ever draft / shakeup?
So
Okay.
first pick overall.
First pick overall. He was the first person to ever be picked. And I say he, I'm sorry.
Well.
Okay, so first off, we have Chris Benoit. Then we have The Rock, Undertaker, or was it the New World Order?
Yeah, so I remember this draft was, I'm pretty sure it was Ric Flair versus Eric Bischoff, I think, doing the picking. I got to remember who was who. If I knew which brand picked first, I'm trying to think. Because Undertaker was SmackDown. Okay. So I know okay. It wasn't Benoit. I know that.
Okay.
So there was NWO. There was Undertaker and The Rock. Okay. I'll say the NWO.
That is incorrect. The correct answer was The Rock being drafted to SmackDown. Undertaker was the second pick. The NWO was the fourth pick. Benoit was the fifth. Interesting, though, Triple H, Jericho, and Stone Cold were all not drafted. They did eventually go to other shows, but they had their own they had their own storyline business kind of going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So there you go. What you got? What you got? One more from me though. What you got?
Yeah, round 2. Well, we started with the father. Let's move on to the son, Shane O'Mac.
Like father, like son.
Yeah. So one part. I mean, you should be able to get at least one of these. Which championships has Shane McMahon won?
What's he won?
Yeah.
Okay,
You gotta
well,
get at least one.
so he won the tag belt. He won the tag belt a little while
Yeah.
back.
Do you want me to tell you like the total, like how many you're trying to guess?
God, yeah, no, yeah, not
Like how many?
not individual reigns, just
Yeah, just titles,
championships.
just
yeah, okay.
titles.
How many?
So 2 other titles besides
2
the tag
other
titles.
ones.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know of him winning anything else. But I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull a guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a guess and a wild card. I'm gonna say a guess is an IC title. And the wild card is the hardcore title.
Well, one of those was right.
Hey,
he did
which
win
one?
a hardcore title,
Hey, there you go.
which is now retired, and he also won the European Championship, which is now
Shit,
retired.
that's yeah. I wouldn't have even
Yeah.
thought about that one.
You weren't. The European title was only around for like 3-4 years, and
Who did he?
doesn't really get mentioned.
Who did he go
I don't
over
remember.
to get those?
I don't remember exactly. I just remember. I mean, I could have researched, but I just remember he was in the corporation at that time, so he had a bunch of help. Like he was, Vince McMahon's little son coming up. So yeah, he just had all those little shit disturbers helping him out.
Mike, you
But-
you did give a disclaimer that sometimes you don't add a little add a little.
Yeah,
fun
sometimes we
fact
do, sometimes we
explanation.
don't.
So I mean,
Oh, yeah. Here's your fun fact: he's also the 2018 World Cup winner.
oh, he's also the best in the world. Did you know that? Did you know this?
Yeah, the World Cup winner.
Are they going to do that again? They're going to do that
maybe
again, aren't they? And the Miz,
Crown Jewel
Miz
2.
is going to have to win it, right?
the rematch made in heaven, Shane versus Miz. They're gonna extend this feud until November.
Oh my God! If that's a match at SummerSlam, I swear to God,
That's a beer match.
That's the
That's
main
a
event.
beer match. Main event
Oh,
of the pre-show.
Okay, folks, I think it's time we
Oh, yeah.
move on.
And also, just
oh, you have one more
last
little fun fact?
Well, I was on my McMahon train. Stephanie McMahon is a one-time women's champion. Just to close it out. I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
Get to guess that
There
one
we go.
'cause
Okay,
that-
no, there we
yeah.
go. Okay, great. Yeah,
And Linda
she
McMahon.
had the she had the belt with like the red plate in the middle.
Yeah,
right?
like the old. And then Linda McMahon has 0 titles.
Come on, Linda,
She's
what you doing?
Linda, you old bag, you old bird, you old dust faced.
She's out of Trump's cabinet or whatever. She stepped down.
Is she?
She stepped
Okay.
down from her role Secretary of Small Business or something.
All right.
So who knows? She might be looking to get booked. Watch out! You need,
Women's Revolution.
need to vamp up this women's division. Just get Linda in there.
Aye, aye, aye.
Aye. Okay,
All right.
folks, it's time to move on
All right.
to the second half, the Act 2 of our weekly wrestling, which is SmackDown Live, the house that AJ Styles built and sold off.
Yeah, he bought a fixer-upper. He put in a bunch of hard work and made a nice profit. Right?
Oh, I bet no. AJ made a big profit off of that house. I think. I don't know. I'm not sure how much that new contract of his is for, but I do see a lot of merch out there in the stands.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of gloves, a lot of T-shirts,
a lot of gloves. Those gloves have to be like $75. I bet.
Not quite, but they're like.
Are they
20.
also like functioning like kind of like you could play a football with them or something?
I mean, why not?
Why not? Okay. It's not just like knitted cotton.
I mean, I wouldn't like weld with them or something.
Yeah.
but-
Thanks. That's a good
But,
one. Okay.
no, you could.
Okay.
I think they'd be too nice though. Like I don't know.
You wouldn't want to
I
get them
wouldn't wanna
dirty.
wear
That's a good point.
Yeah, they're like a souvenir.
That's a good
but-
point. Just wear them holding your beer at wrestling events and dipping it in
Yeah.
popcorn and stuff like that.
Well, popcorn. I wouldn't want to get all popcorny.
The
but-
Blue brand is live. We're back in Montreal for a second night in a row. Those hostile Quebecers,
Yeah.
those French Canadians,
They love their own. They love their own.
and they have things to say about certain members of this family. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. We kick off though with the Kevin Owens show, which is becoming my favorite weekly segment here on SmackDown. Kevin Owens show this week with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. No Big E.
Yeah. So Big E's out. I think we talked about it last week. He's hurt.
Torn something or a strained something. He'll be out of action for a little bit.
I think something pretty like 6-9 months, maybe something.
And like we said, like I said before at the beginning of the show, I think like a Kevin Owens promo is good on any day, but a Kevin Owens promo in his hometown of Montreal, Quebec was like it was like he could do no wrong. And everyone was holding on to every single word he said. He gave a little bit of French to the hometown crowd. He did the same thing last year. That was big.
Yeah. Kofi gave some too. He's like, "Je suis le champion."
And if Kevin Owens tells you to cheer, you cheer because you're in Montreal right now.
Yeah, no. Kevin Owens got the whole crowd to stand up and give Kofi a standing ovation, and they did it for him. They did it for
a standing O.
Owens.
A standing O.
Standing O for the big O, as we would. Yeah, so Owens, blah, blah, blah. He says that Kofi and Xavier have a tag match tonight, but he knows Big E's not there, so why not enlist the help of Big K? He's like, no, wait, Big O's better. It's funnier.
Big O, it is funnier. I'll give him that.
The Big O.
The Big O is now a member of the New Day, which is a lot of, or an honorary member.
They aren't sure. They gotta initiate him first.
They're not sure about it. They're not sure.
Couple of tests.
Watching.
First thing he has to do is swivel his hips, though. And, he does it. Yeah, the crowd loves it.
Of course he can do it.
He puts on Kofi's crop top.
This was super reminiscent of me of the Mount Rushmore faction in PWG, which was Kevin Owens, the Young Bucks.
Oh yeah,
and Adam Cole. Adam Cole, he was the head, but the other three of them, they were doing their own thing. So it's really funny to see Kevin Owens wearing someone else's gear because it's so not him, and like the bright colors and everything.
But he plays it. He plays it well.
Plays it so well.
Like he's such a team member and
huge pop. This was a great fun. This was great.
He put on the crop top and then he knelt down and Xavier like knighted him with the unicorn horn and the three of them hug. They hug. The crowd chants Big O. So yeah, it's over right away.
And this will be our main event. Our main event is laid out for us.
Yeah.
Because shortly after this, we cut to the old television screen.
Yeah, the Watchers.
The old Watcher by Cesaro's popping in this match. Rusev, Knock America.
Yeah. But first, we have our first shakeup of the night. Finn Balor comes out. He comes out on SmackDown, still rocking that Toronto Maple Leafs gear. And he fights Mustafa Ali here. Good little fast-paced match.
He forgot to bring 2 sets of gear to Montreal, so he had to wash it between shows.
But crowd was into Balor. He gets the win with the coup de grace, and then after the match, he shakes Ali's hand. The old respect angle. So there you go.
Yeah, this was a bit of a bummer for me. I feel like this match, this happens all the time. They need to choose when their commercial breaks happen. Because this match was great after the break, and I feel like there was a lot of shit in the middle there that we could have missed, and definitely after the commercial break was way better than the beginning in terms of chemistry. But this is great. We've been saying Finn Balor over to SmackDown. SmackDown has smaller superstars broadly and generally. He's not going over on, or he's not having to take out McIntyre and fucking Strowman or heaven forbid Lashley.
Yeah, and I'm sick of him fighting those fucking guys every week anyways.
Exactly, right? So now we've moved on to, we have guys like Mustafa Ali, Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston even. And all matches we haven't seen before.
Yeah, so we got what we wanted. We wanted Finn to shake it up, and he did. So there you go.
So now the IC title is on SmackDown.
Yeah, so Samoa Joe wasn't officially involved this week, but I heard he was supposed to be.
Shooken up?
Yeah, like he's supposed to go to Raw with the U.S. title, but he was just ill.
That didn't happen for some reason, or
yeah, apparently he was really sick and he just couldn't make the show or something. That's what Uncle Dave said.
Okay, I get it. It was a little weird. It was a weird move for me to just first.
Yeah. They left it unresolved, but hopefully next week or so we'll see Joe. But anyway, we had the next test for Owens after this. New Day has a big platter of pancakes for him. They want him to eat the whole thing. And they wanted to beat Big E's time, and so he starts eating, and they cut away.
Will he beat it? Who knows? Let's see what the magic of television has to offer.
But while he's eating, Truth and Carmella come out, and then we get another one of those Bray Wyatt Jack in the Box things, and then we go back to Owens, and he finishes the pancakes. He gets it done in time. So
That was a big
holy
stack.
shit.
That was a big stack.
That was like come on, let's be realistic here. That was like 40
Now
pancakes.
you want to be realistic, Mike?
Unless
Now
you're like
you
a
wanna
skinny
be
Asian and you
realistic.
dip it in water, you're not going to do that. You know.
Yeah, unless you're eating
Skinny
like hot
Asian
dogs and you're
hot dogs,
shoving them
yeah.
down your throat at Coney Island.
Yeah.
Okay, way to go,
But,
KO. We'll see you in the main event.
Yeah, so they were jumping back and forth here, but now Carmella, yeah, she was still out there. Carmella versus Charlotte. Carmella puts up a good little fight here, but she's forced to tap out to the figure 8. After the match, Truth is tending to Carmella, and then Lars Sullivan comes out. So, yeah, he's
The freak.
switched. He was on Raw, now he's switched to SmackDown, and he hits the running sit-out powerbomb, which looks pretty good. Just
So I
stares at
think I'm
Carmella.
gonna say this means SmackDown now because
Yeah, I think so.
because he showed up last on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Good.
So, yeah.
There's
so he
rules.
scares
I'm just trying to
Carmella
write
away,
these
and there
things
you go.
down.
No, I think that's fair. And I think at the end of both shows, WWE did put out the list of and he was on the SmackDown list. So. There you go. And if you're ever not sure, just go to WWE.com and separate by Superstar shows, and you'll see where they're on.
There you go.
Anyways.
Look for the blue color.
Yeah, but there are some that are still on 2 brands, including the man, Becky Lynch. She's out next. And I don't know if we mentioned it last week, I like how she wears whatever show she's on, that's what belt she wears around her waist, and then she carries the other one on her hand.
Ooh, I have not noticed that. No.
Yeah, so there you go. A little fun. Crowd's chanting Becky 2 belts. She says she's going to plow through Lacey Evans, and then after that, she doesn't care who else they put in front of her. She'll batter all those dopes. So Ember Moon comes out. She's now part of SmackDown.
And healed and not she was
Yeah,
she was in the women's battle royal, but she was injured for a long time.
Yeah. So I'm happy for her. She's back.
Yeah.
Becky says, "What a talent!" But I'd advise you not to interrupt the man again. Then Ember's like, "Yeah, luckily I'm not out here for advice." Ooh. Crowd, and then so she's here to step up, and then Bayley interrupts. So there's another new acquisition for SmackDown. But god damn, this crowd did not like Bayley.
They don't. They didn't last time either. We don't like him in Toronto. They don't like him there.
But she was on Raw. It wasn't this bad on Raw. In the same fucking building.
I think we see through.
They booed
Bayley.
her.
We see through Bayley.
I know, but you got to admit this was worse than Raw.
Yeah.
Compared to this
yes.
SmackDown, they wouldn't let her get anything in. On Raw, I felt like they didn't really care. But
It's a
huge
tough.
heat
It's a
for,
tough place. This isn't fucking.
It was fun.
This isn't Iowa. This is
Yeah. So Becky says, "You want a hug or something?" And Bayley's like, "Actually, I think I got all my hugs out on Raw." So that was more heel turn tease, maybe. I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be good. We're looking for some heels. But even before Bayley can even say anything, the Iconics pop up.
Yeah, they cut a promo. They heard something about 2 belts. Well, it's like Bayley and Ember have none. Ha. They tease Bayley and they're like, "Hi, hey Bayley, we took your titles." And then they say they are better than Becky's 2 titles because they are iconic. And then this brings out Paige.
Yes. So this is the point in this segment where it started to drag on.
Yeah, everyone's, we're getting the whole interrupted. We're like,
and
Fit,
then it's
come
just
on, Fit.
interruption. Yeah, Fit Finley is going off right now.
He's just having a fire sale back there. Like, come on, ladies, get
and then
down.
that can even happen. Then Paige comes out, and you're thinking to yourself, like, "Hey, bitch, like, what are you doing here? Are you back in the ring?" And then,
well, no, you remember last week she was teasing this.
She was teasing this when she says she's going to announce her new tag team that's going to come out. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville pop up, and you're thinking, like, finally, right? Like, finally we're getting the Absolution back together. But no, it's Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Yeah. So we thought it might be Io, but I'm fine with just Kairi coming up.
Yeah, we did say Io Shirai. Also, if you listen to a past show of mine, or of this, rather, if you listen to a past True Brothers podcast, listeners, you will hear me saying Paige should
Shirai
serve.
or something?
No, it is me saying Paige should serve in a manager role to Asuka to get her over. You do. Okay. I did say that in a past show. I just want to say I saw these things. I mean, I'm not saying okay.
Now we're doubling down though. We're getting 2 for 1.
So this
we're
was the
Kyrie
best way
well.
to include as many women as you can and still make the show fit under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
so I think all in all, what that means, I guess. So we have Paige. So we have Kairi Sane and Asuka are now a duo with Paige.
Yeah.
So we have these 2 women.
And I can see
Ember Moon has come over. Bayley has come over.
Yeah, the SmackDown Women's Division is looking great.
That's it. Okay, great. Okay, so we eventually right after the break we do get the 8 we do get the 8-women tag match version of this. The faces, we have Kairi Sane, Ember Moon, Asuka, and Bayley against Rose DeVille and the Iconics. Right? No. Yeah. Yeah. See, that was, oh my God. See, this was really where this started to like fall off the trail for me. The baby faces got the win. Everyone does their own thing. We got the Mandy Rose is great at taking bumps.
Yeah, she's good.
She took
Ember Moon did like a big dive off the top rope on everyone on the floor, and they all fall down.
Yeah.
Then they all fall
down. And the old insane elbow for the pinfall victory on
Peyton Royce.
One of them. See, there's so many of them.
Yeah. Yeah, good debut for Kairi. Crowd loves her. Everyone loves that elbow. Mm-hmm. And she looks great. So good for her. And Io Shirai, I predict her winning the NXT Women's title, hopefully soon from Shayna, because we're all sick of Shayna's title run.
Yeah, that's another good point, right? I mean, it's now women are starting to come up.
Yeah.
Now women are starting to come up like who are below the championships below them, or like below the champions below them. You know, like yeah.
Yeah, well, like Nikki Cross.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's weird, right? Like Nikki Cross is sort of like where when EC3 bumped his way up. I guess it's happened on both sides. Are we on to our main event now? We are on to the main event.
Yeah, right before we have our last test for Owens, where right before they're about to go out the curtain, they get him to do the ring introduction. So after the second or third try, he gets it right, and he does a damn good job, I think, at it.
It's a new day, yes it is.
The
faces, heels, it's classic.
Yeah. And then one other quick backstage promo. Buddy Murphy's on SmackDown, so there you go. Another 205 upgrade. Which I figured after he dropped the title, I figured he was moving up. So good for him. He's a good wrestler.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, a bunch of people also moved over that they didn't announce at all.
Yeah, I have that list at the end.
What do we have here? Heavy Machinery, Mickey James.
Yeah, Chad Gable, Apollo Crews, and Liv Morgan was the big surprise.
Right, Liv Morgan. That was the one I was pissed about. They took the wrong one away.
So they broke up. She's my favorite member of the Riot Squad, but I think they're still...
Are they still trying to be the Riot Squad over there?
I don't know.
Or does that mean they're officially done?
I don't know, because I think... Yeah, Sarah Logan, I think on her own is going to flounder unless she goes with the Viking fucking.
Well, that's what we've been. That would just be what we've been saying this whole time. I'm just more thinking at least Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan, they had the closest tag look together.
Yeah, I think Liv can make it on her own, and
maybe not.
I just don't know. I think she's good. I like her. She might change her look a bit, but no, keep the pink hair, keep the blue tongue. I don't know.
But now we're on SmackDown, right? Now we have people who, not only do we have Asuka, Bayley, Ember Moon, people we already like, but we already have Mandy Rose, who is getting better every week. We have Sonya Deville, who's taken, huge steps. So Liv Morgan's really going to have to keep up with this SmackDown tradition of excellence.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. SmackDown's been a great show for the past 3 years, and I just want it to keep being a good show,
Yeah.
Just because you're on SmackDown doesn't mean you can take it easy. You're thinking it's only a 2-hour show.
Who's taking it easy? Who's taking it easy?
It's only 2 hours. I can do that. It's nah. This is where the shit happens.
Yeah, let's do this.
Right here. Did we talk about the main event? Yeah, we did. We just did.
Yeah. Well,
they won.
We didn't even do the match, did we?
I think we pretty much did.
So the new day. Yeah, Kevin the Big O. Yeah, he got he hit that stunner and they got the win. Yeah, the new day wins. There you go.
Yeah. It was a fun win for Kevin Owens, of course. Just having that guy. Of course, the main event in Montreal is going to be Kevin Owens. But you think this is the main event? I thought this was the main event.
Yeah,
but it's not even the main event because Vince McMahon is here. He is here in the building to announce SmackDown's greatest acquisition ever.
Yeah, crowd was giving him lots of heat.
Obviously.
Obviously. Yeah, they're in Montreal.
Okay, so this story went down a couple ways. First off, what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen?
I thought it was going to be something. I thought the Elias was a cop-out after
No, who did you think when you saw the title Vince McMahon announces the biggest acquisition in SmackDown history?
Yeah, Roman Reigns is one of the ones I was thinking.
He was your thing? You
were
like, it's going to be
if they're going to make it a big deal, it has to be a big guy, and he's one of the, yeah.
Okay, because as soon as I saw that, I just shit my pants and thought to myself that Brock Lesnar is coming to my favorite show. Like they're moving to Fox in a few months. The already talk of extending it that extra hour, moving it to Fridays. They've all been talking about this. I think scared to shit that was going to happen. It didn't happen though. Luckily, Vince McMahon does announce the biggest acquisition in SmackDown history is Elias, and we booed and groaned like we should have.
No, Elias, he says, Vince has his finger on the pulse. This is what you want. Let's kick off the new era. Let's walk with Elias.
The house that AJ Styles built. I like this. I think he called it the Temple of Elias.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then he insults Montreal, starts to play, and that's when the big dog comes out. So there's your big acquisition, Roman Reigns. He's now a member of SmackDown Live. So
Roman Reigns is moving to SmackDown Live.
That shakes it up a bit. That shakes it up. I like that. That's interesting.
He takes out Elias, but not only that, before he closes out the show, he gives the old Superman punch to the chairman of the board.
To the boss, yeah. So, yeah, Superman punch. And then he leaves the ring, and then he comes back in and hits a spear on Elias to end SmackDown. A little celebration.
It's his yard now, I guess. AJ Styles is gone.
Yeah, he sold his house.
He sold his house to Roman Reigns, I guess.
Yeah,
I
Roman
guess that's
says,
how that works.
Hey, AJ, how's the yard on that house?
We're keeping kayfabe.
What's the
here
yard like?
We're keeping kayfabe here on the show,
woof,
just so we can all
AJ.
be on the same page. Roman Reigns comes over, possibly to distance him from where he's been. Just for the past, it's been 2 years of Braun, Samoa Joe, Brock. It's kind of been that whole thing over and over again, and now let's move him over for something fresh. The Rand Man's looking for something to do.
The Rand Man.
The Rand Man
that
is waiting.
Yeah, the Rand Man's always waiting. He's always in the shadows, and then he just pops up and RKO out of nowhere.
He's lurking up. All in all, though, I'd say it's a great SmackDown. Super stoked on the shakeups that have happened. How do you feel?
I think pretty good. Both shows gained pretty big stars. Raw got AJ, and SmackDown got Finn and Roman, and SmackDown got the better women, I think. But
it feels like SmackDown got
I'd take Kairi Sane and Ember Moon over Naomi. No offense, but actually Lacey Evans came to Raw, so that almost equals it out. So
yeah, I mean we already have a bigger roster.
Yeah,
on Raw anyways.
It was pretty even. Like some years, SmackDown just gets
smacked down,
scorched. Yeah, they just get But no, this year they kept it even. So yeah, good shake up.
Okay.
But I do think there'll be more shaking up before they go to Fox. Like if Fox wants something, then you could see a Brock Lesnar or a John Cena or something. I don't know. We might see a third hour of SmackDown.
Oh my God, I'm so not looking forward to that third hour. The third hour is the worst part of Raw.
That makes our show like 10 minutes longer.
Oh my God. Well, I mean that's subjective. That's subjective.
That's good for the audience. Everywhere.
That gives it up though for the Superstar Shakeup for the week.
Yeah, for the year, maybe.
For the year, maybe. Okay, we're going to keep moving along with the show, but we have a new segment to kick off.
Dirty, nasty, filthy, grimy, vile. The Dirt Corner.
All right. We are now going to start a new segment here. We're going to throw it to our special correspondent because the past couple of weeks we've been doing it ourselves, and I don't want the heat. I don't want to get my hands dirty. So we're going straight to the source. We have the Dirt Man here in studio, AC Dirt. What do you got for us this week, AC? All right. This week, I hear... all right, AC Dirt. AC Dirt. All right, we're hearing some dirt. We got some real good dirt this week. The boss. You know the boss? Sasha Banks. Apparently.
Sasha Banks, the boss.
Yeah, the boss. She's not so happy with her boss is what I'm hearing. According to Uncle Dave, Davey Meltzer there, she found out her and Bayley were losing the tag titles the day of WrestleMania, and she wasn't too happy about it. Apparently, she's thinking about quitting the company. So they're giving her a few weeks to think about it before she makes any rash decisions. You understand?
They told her that day she would be losing the belt.
And the boss. She wasn't too happy about this. But another thing I saw on Twitter there, she stopped following Vince McMahon and WWE, and she started following the accounts of AEW, Cody Rhodes, and one Kenny Omega.
AEW, it's that T-shirt company that they're coming for us.
I don't know what it means, but it's something there. And then her husband gets involved. Sasha Banks' husband. He goes on Twitter. He says this whole little thing, life decisions, passion versus pleasure. I don't know. Fucking stay-at-home husband, But that's the dirt,
stay-at-home
Sasha.
husbands, yeah, they're.
We don't know what's going on there, Sasha Banks. You don't want to wrestle no more, huh? You lost your tag titles, the Iconics. You take your ball, you go home. You're a good wrestler, though. I like it. You always welcome here in the dirt corner.
That's right. You're always welcome. Wow, AC, how do you figure this out? Who are your sources on this?
I can't tell you nothing.
Okay.
Me and Uncle Dave, we break bread sometimes. I'll tell you that.
You break bread?
Yeah. Speaking of break, Pia's Nia Jax's ACLs broke under the great weight of that large whale. You understand what I'm saying to you? She's out. She's Nia Jax. Both knees are shot.
She tore both ACLs.
Yeah, so she's going to be out 9 months or so, hopefully longer, depending on the process there. I got a guy that could do it in 6, but
Yeah, don't show her to that guy. I don't show her to the guy who can do it in 10.
Yeah, and who else has been missing? Daniel Bryan. Where's he been?
The eco champion of them all. Yeah, where
since
has
WrestleMania?
he been?
Rumors are saying he might have a little something there too. So I don't know. You have to stick to that one. You don't get all the dirt in 1 week. You gotta find out later. That's all for this week.
Well, thank you.
Actually, wait, one more dirt.
AC, is this some bonus dirt right now?
Bonus dirt. Luke Harper there. Luke Harper. He's apparently requested his release from the WWE.
Luke Harper of the Wyatt family.
That's the one.
Oh no. Of course, these guys been underused for a long time. I think we've all felt that way.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go. That's all for now.
Oh, thanks, AC. We look forward to seeing you again next week.
AC, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. There's the Dirt Corner. The nice debut of the Dirt Corner.
Debut of the Dirt Corner. Folks at home, let us know what you think.
Yeah, if you got any dirt, send it in to AC. AC Dirt, he'll try to read it for you. But he's probably already got it, so it's hard to say. Hard to keep on top. Anyways, hey,
he seems like he's a shady character who
he's
hanging out by it's like a trench coat and a hat, like in a parking garage type thing.
Yeah, always smoking.
Yeah, there's always a ring of
cigarettes.
There's always just a ring of smoke around him.
Yeah, he's a character, but he's got good info, so that's why we let him on the show.
Thank you very much, AC. And listeners at home, let us know if you like the Dirt Corner. Remember, it, shootbrospod@gmail.com.
Yeah. Was there another news segment, or is that for future?
That's for the future. We're not. It's gonna next.
I still don't know anything about
next
this.
Week. Next week there is another new segment though. So folks at home, you'll be recovering from this turkey and leftover stuffing, mashed potatoes, and
weekend.
So long.
And hopefully you will be celebrating the nice series win of Toronto Maple Leafs. The Raptors will hopefully have a commanding lead at that point over the Orlando Magic.
It's magic.
Yeah. Ball-Tuk-Puk-Tuk. I'm throwing it in there.
Ball-Tuk-Puk-Tuk. Okay, folks, we're winding down here in our show. We like to do a couple more things before we end off, which is the Wrestler of the Week.
It's the Wrestler of the Week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week, of the week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week, of the week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week, of the week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week.
Okay, what you got, Mike? Who's your Wrestler of the Week?
All right. So this week, I'm going off the board.
Please do.
You may not have heard of this guy, but I'm telling you right now, in a couple of years, you're going to know this name.
Okay.
His in-ring name is Aaron Porter, but in real life, his name's Chris Edwards. He's actually a friend of mine. I met him a few years ago at work, and we started talking about wrestling and video games and all that, and he started training at the Battle Arts Academy. You know that one?
Never heard of it.
Oh, well, it's owned and run. It's in Mississauga, right near you.
Okay.
It's run by former WWE wrestler Santino Marella.
Santino Marella.
Yeah, so it's a legit wrestling academy. They have, they put on shows, championships, And yeah, my buddy Aaron Porter here. He just became the Battle Arts Professional Wrestling Light Heavyweight Champion. He's only been there 2.5 years, and he's already champion, so I got to give him lots of love for that, man. Proud of him. Proud of him. Chris Edwards, Aaron Porter, you're the man. You're the wrestler of the week. And actually, I contacted him after, and I, congratulated him on the title win. And I told him we would love to interview him on the show one day.
Imagine shooting
wrestler
with a real brother.
Yeah. Ask him a couple, and he's down for sure. He said he's down.
Does he have a?
He's a good man.
Does he have like a social media handle? Maybe the kids at home can find.
Yeah, I should actually do that for you. I should do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so this guy, he's 9 years younger than me and stuff. So he's only like in his early 20s. This guy's going to be in NXT in a couple years. WWE. Aaron Porter. Follow him at Aaron Porter Wrestling. That's his Instagram handle.
Aaron Porter Wrestling. There you go, folks. I hope follow that young man's career. Ride his coattails. Ride his coattails all the way to the top, just like Mike and I are gonna.
There you go. Our first wrestler guest one day.
My wrestler of the week is a man who did no wrestling at all. That was the Sami Zayn.
All right, yeah, that's a fair pick.
Yeah, man, forgot how much I missed that guy. Watching his silly little skanking, and
is that the ska dance? Is that what they call it?
That's what they call that. That's what they call that little ska dance, right? When they're kind of like kicking their legs out.
That's officially what it's called, skanking.
And moving back and forth. Yeah, skanking.
Yeah. Do you ever see people do that at any shows?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
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 I guess. Yeah, I don't. Most of the shows I go to, there's not enough room. Like even in the mosh pit, I don't know.
No, but that's always the thing.
There is
though.
no
If
mosh
people
pit.
want to skank, they make the room for you
that's
to
true.
skank. They're really considerate people when it comes to that.
Oh yeah. No, I mean most music. We're
Can dance.
We're there for
Just
the fun
dance.
music. Just dance.
Just dance.
Just dance.
No, we're not good. It's not that kind of show, Mike. Okay.
Why not? Why the hell not?
Do you have anything to put over? I don't think I have anything to put over this week.
I have something, but it's just a quick little thing. It's a video you can watch later.
Ooh.
It's just the Iconics after they get their nameplate, their side plate put on their tag title. It's kind of like a real they're in kayfabe, but they're like backstage and they're going around and like all the heels are like even the heels are so happy for them. They're seeing like, oh, that's so cool, and like just nice. It's just nice seeing some of the wrestlers out of character and just proud of them.
Just proud of their fellow competitor.
Yeah, like some of the big guys who are normally quiet and stuff, like Sheamus and them. They're just like, oh yeah, and they're having fun. Yeah, that's what's a fun little video. That's all.
Ooh, I remember what I was going to put over. I'm going to send you this video, Mike. It was like a black and white Keystone Cops type of setup of the entire Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda brawl. So, it's like, so they took the video footage and made it all black and white and like sped it up. So the cops are like running around chasing them. And it has that like Al Jolson piano in the background. I'm going to send you this video, Mike. I mean, sorry, folks at home. I know you can't talk when I know what I'm talking about, but it's a pretty funny video. You could picture what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, some of you might have even seen it.
Maybe you might have even seen it. It's something you can picture. But that's what I'm putting over.
All right.
Oh, Mike, what a week. Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Well, one idea for a new segment, even though I don't have no content. Bad jokes.
What?
Bad jokes. I got one bad joke for you. Ready?
Okay, go.
So Big E, you know Big E. You know what he looks like? You seen his head?
Yep.
So Big E. The E certainly doesn't stand for ears. Have you seen his tiny ears?
No, but that is
that's
a
why
bad
it's called
joke.
bad jokes.
That's a great bad joke, and that's right where we should end off the show,
anyways.
folks.
That's perfect. Go out on the lowest note you can.
Go on the lowest note you can.
And
that's the way
please,
to do it
just
for the
right
rest.
before you do anything, just look at a picture of Big E.
Okay,
real quick
we'll look
just
at a
to see his
picture of
tiny
Big
ears
E
before you go to bed.
Thanks for listening, folks. We'll be back next week when we cover it all again because this shit never stops. Nope, doesn't stop. Okay, folks, Mike, I'm going to talk to you later. And folks at home, okay, see you.
Yes.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. Long weekend. Everything. Have fun.
Have fun. Okay, bye.
Shoot.